So it started, I suppose, many years ago when I lived in Canada. I was at a situation where, I was getting pretty low and fed up with everything. So I swam out in a large lake in sort of late October when it was sort of isolated, and then I suddenly realised I was really cold and I had to swim back, and I had to concentrate on actually staying awake because I wanted to just sleep. That was the state of mind I was in, and I just wanted to sleep and, if you like, sink to the bottom.
What was the guess? Who said 2? Oh, right. Here we go. It's boiling. Off I go. They think I'm crazy. They all think I'm mad, and I've had quite a lot of negative things said to me as well, you know, with it's not good for you, it's not this and it's not that. And I think the people that make the loudest comments can't really, because they've never tried it. People are just used to me now. It's like, oh, crazy Kath, do you know what I mean? But I absolutely love it. I would go every day, every single day, and then I'd never be grumpy ever again. I love it. I have to come in on my belly because it's too soft. Lush. Oh.
I'm probably old school, but I think you need a certain amount of discipline in anything you do in life. You need to be able to focus, I'm going to do that, because there's so many distractions, there's so many reasons why you shouldn't do it and you can't do it and so on, and these things overtake you in life. I could say, well, I'm used to it, but I'm not really. I mean, it takes me enormous effort, enormous amount of focus. I really have to focus everything I've got to come and have a swim here. And that's one of the things about it. It's like starting from the beginning all over again.
My feet got cold today.
Yeah, I say it's unusual. You usually you shaking, Rory. Oh. And Derek.
Yeah, you can't barely pour that. Look at it. You got him on a hot water bottle, didn't you? Getting soft down. For me, it's when you're actually swimming, you've got your head down. You don't think of anything else but survival, really. You don't think of any other kind of concerns or worries in your life. It's just focusing on that moment. It's quite meditative, actually. Sort of. I think the cold just adds to that experience. Yeah, it's people you'll see in the summer who wouldn't dream of swimming through the winter. So you know that you're going to get in. You're going to get fairly cold, but you know you're going to live. So it's become much more of a panicky kind of thing.
I grew up round this area and I came to Lido in 1949, 1950s. My mother was Russian and she talked to me about the times in going through the snow and in Russia and the coldness and things like that. I mean, in a sense, growing up just after the war, and somehow we were cold, you know, just because there wasn't any warmth around. Now I find myself, I've come back here to England and, you know, so it's a different, slightly different world. But I think it can appeal to anyone, you know, it just feels wonderful. Swimming in really cold water, it somehow brought me back to zero.
Oh, tropical. You might have noticed I never use the word cold. It's always become a bit of a joke that I'm like, it's tropical in here. So in the water, that's not very warm. If my hands do get really like swollen and sore, then I just try and think on the positive that, oh, my hands are really big now so I can pull more water. I really try not to think of cold. It lifts my mood, you know, I don't suffer with depression or anything, but obviously, you know, busy mum, working and everything. And I think it is just like that mindfulness minute. You're just there. There's nothing else. It's just you and the water. The only things that go in through my head, if anything, is how much longer should I stay in? But it's just, I just love it. I've gone back down now. Here goes my fastest swim ever. Ready? So most people will slow significantly in the lower temperatures, but not me, I'm faster. I'm faster in an outdoor 3-degree K than I am in a swimming pool. I'm weird, aren't I?
I suppose I just try and do it by example. I mean, it's like if you see people coming here, they see you go in and do something, maybe that inspires them just by coming and doing it. And that's what I hope with my children, is they see that I come and do it and maybe they pick up on it, means something to them.
I've been like a competitive pool swimmer since I was 8. To some extent it is really healthy to have that in your life, but sometimes it can just lead you to feel like constantly disappointed in yourself. And then like after I finished uni and kind of finished racing and stuff, I decided to swim in the Channel. That's kind of how I started doing proper cold water swimming. I think when I first started, the main things you feel are like pain and fear, like fear of the pain, because you're like, I've never felt like this before, maybe it's my body shutting down. All these kind of like really irrational things, like kind of related to like anxiety, and then you just do it and your body's fine, and then I feel like a lot more calm. I think a lot of people are kind of like looking for something that's going to make them feel like they're experiencing something amazing. And then on the other hand, there's all those same people are like, cold water swimming's crazy, like you have to be mad, you have to be a mad old granny to do it. We're here and there's a completely empty pool and it's the most amazing thing ever, and I wish, more people would just give it a chance. They have the attitude that like you can find those like wonderful things jumping into cold water, like you're just doing it for you and the feeling.